But that's what I mean. These people are essentially anonymous bullies, and the reason they do it is because they need to feel better about themselves because they're miserable wretches.
Heyo, miserable wrench. I mean, DSP projecting here. I know everyone probably has seen these rants already, so I want to try to keep the clip short as possible, but I wanted to include at least some so I can address the shit he says directly. I tend to get distracted and or go off topic. Shout out to everyone who made it through my last video that was literally me doing a 17-minute setup for what was just a kazoo bit and an excuse to learn green screen effects in DaVinci Resolve. I'm the motherfucker who added all those formulas and shit over Russell Crowe in that scene, not Ron Howard. I said Video didn't have nothing to do with game theory. I didn't even end up using the words I defined outside that one example. Every video I do are RTU medicine style, so sometimes they just don't pan out as I imagine. Getting back on topic, DSP is right. I'm a miserable wretch who does this to feel better about myself. I'm pretty sure he's right about the majority of the stuff he's about to say too, so let's listen.
You know, so in a way, you got to feel bad for those people, because imagine if your whole life was just dumping on someone. That's all you did all day. Like, what constructive things? That's your life you're wasting. Do you understand that? Like, you're literally wasting your entire life away. And one day you're going to die. And you're going to say, oh shit, I spent years of my life sitting around with a community of nut jobs, dumping on someone on the internet when I could have done things for myself that would have improved my own life situation. Instead of living in a shitty small place in squalor, I could have went out and I could have got a job. I could have worked my ass off. I could have had a relationship with a significant other. I could have made amends with my friends and family members and went out and had a good time. But instead, I was at home watching other people make fun of Dark Side Phil.
I'm wasting my entire life away and I'm gonna die. Correct. But I think I previously gave him too much credit. The projection clips aren't till later on. This was a cope clip. Who the fuck does he think detractors are? Like, yeah, every community has some bad apples, opposition loves to shed light on, but it seems like the majority of us are here to just laugh at Phil. Anywho, I did get a job and it pays for the beautiful home I own. It's not in a gated community, where while waiting for the gate to open, someone could throw a spark plug at my window, causing it to shatter. My realtor warned me about that happening, and thank God they did. Didn't make that mistake. I've had relationships, so I'm working on myself right now, and I don't need to make amends with friends and family members, because I'm not you, I've never wronged them. While Phil was once correct about that I used to watch people make fun of him, that's no longer the case, because I'm actively making fun of him now, but I'll let him dig deeper.
Who's the real loser in this situation? The guy who's living large, having a great life, enjoying his content, enjoying his time with his viewers, and making bank doing it, and just, you know, having positivity and fun? Or the person who's on the other end of it, who all you can do is try to bring me down and fail every single day? And then your life is going to be the one that's squandered, not mine. I'm enjoying my life. Every day that I'm on this stream, I'm having a great time. Obviously not you. So, I mean, again, it's all about kind of like self-awareness. People who are self-aware, you get to that certain age or that certain level of maturity in your life, and you realize some certain things, right? You know what it really is? Is you get to a certain age. Here's the truth. All right, here's some real talk from Phil Burnell, not Dark Side Phil, but here's some real talk from Phil Burnell right now. At one point in your life, you're going to get old enough where people around you, sadly, are going to start to get sick and pass away. It happened to me probably around the early 2010s when some of my family members started to get ill with cancer and things like that and pass away. And when that happened, all of a sudden, reality smacked me right in the face.
And that's what made me lose it, what made me make this video. Little sheltered boy who didn't have to experience tragedy until he was big boy tells me about reality. If you had any friends, you would have seen how this generation has been ravaged by addiction and mental illness. You would have been at those funerals mourning with us, and you would know a lot of us have been at a lot more services for our peers than for our elders. It's that fucking bad.
You know, thankfully. Because, man, let me tell you, if I had to sit here on this stream and tell you guys to go buy a shitty arcade, one-up arcade machine, or to buy a food subscription service that I know is a piece of shit and is a ripoff, or Dollar Shave Club, or whatever the fuck the flavor of the day is, the new YouTube sponsorship, right? I would hate myself. I would legitimately hate getting up in the morning and having to turn on this stream because it means it's shilling time. You know, now here's the thing. Did I shill this morning? Of course I did. But I shilled for me and my content. Support my content. Let's hit the goals. Let's do a reward marathon. I didn't say, hey, everyone, buy garbage products and support exploitative corporations so that they'll send me a few bucks so I can make a living. I said, support my content because you like it.
You despise you're not one of those exploitative corporations. The only thing you hate is the idea that you're dense realizing that getting a one-up arcade to bring back some nostalgia or a meal box to cook with their significant other is significantly better than watching you eat fast food you couldn't even get yourself. Probably because you can't leave the snort for it because of the whole spark plug situation.
And I'm happy that I've taken the road that I have. Listen, certainly, I'm not as affluent as a lot of these other people who do this full time. And I know that because of the choices that I've made. I've stayed independent and I've made that active decision to do so. But I'm happy with who I am. Okay? So thank you to those who allow me to be true to who I am, to do the content I want to do, to not make me go into the same bullshit formula as these creators. I got to do the grind. This is what I don't get. People who say the grind. The grind? Dude, every day I get up, I turn on my setup, I chill with you guys, we have a good time, and I make money doing it. That's not a grind. That's a fun lifestyle. I don't feel the grind of the creator because I'm smarter than that. I always was. But these people who are out, oh, the grind, and I got to do this, and I got to shill this. No, you don't. You just have to be creative and make better content. Then people would support you for you instead of having to buy garbage products because you tell them to.
If you're not grinding, why don't you have any time to spend with your wife? Do you hate her? But this is where Phil is right again. I am stuck in the grind. Congrats, you're right. For a prize, does your wife stop hating you? Or do you learn how to control your own emotions and stop despising your own wife? I'll let Phil dig a little deeper before I reveal everything.
Anyway, let's get back on track. But yeah, that's why I don't just do one kind of content, because I don't want to fall into the same formula that all of the other ones have. All those people had to become shills in order to make a living, and I don't have to do that, thankfully, because I would really feel like shit if every day. By the way, are you using my referral code when you buy this food box of bullshit that everyone knows is overpriced and no one really needs? It's fucking stupid. So now that all that's been said, you like the fact that I'm an independent. You like the fact that I make variety content. You like that I don't sell out, right? So let's get some support on the stream. Let's hit the goal right now. Let's get the momentum rolling. Let's do the marathon this week. Let's keep it moving. That's what makes me different from everyone. I hope you appreciate it. I know you do, because you allow me to have a great living. So now let's get that rolling and keep it moving. All right? Awesome. Excuse me.
You know what would make me feel like shit? Being forced to cam up every single day, 6 days a week, and beg to pay for tomorrow. Not having a single sick day ever. For someone as sick as you, it's torture so bad I wouldn't even wish it on my own enemy. When I offered help, I even think I said that as well. Never a sick day, never a vacation day, only 1 day a week off to go to Costco. Us detractors are just the Romans in the presence of the great martyr himself, Jesus Christ of Renton. Also, the dents don't have to hear him say hello fresh. I grind my ass off, Phil. Remember that job I don't have? It's only 5 days a week. 4 weeks, that's 20 days of paid vacation, 12 paid holidays, and 12 paid sick days. And Phil, it's not lost on me that I get more than most stateside, and it's still not enough. I'm sick, and towards the end of last year, I exhausted all of that time. Bachelor parties, weddings, family vacation, and even this place called France. But I'm not a genius like you, Phil. I don't work for myself. I work for a company with more than 50 employees, meaning I'm eligible under law for even additional time off. And while it's not paid, I retain my benefits. But you're too smart for those too, I assume. My salary isn't even 6 figures, and I can easily save for rainy days, but I guess knowing the actual definition of that term helps. My mental illness that you correctly predicted is severe enough where it can get hard to even leave the house. DSP projecting here. I take the time, I accept the help of doctors and loved ones, and ultimately make myself the space that I need to feel better. To eventually grind. So what's your prize for being right about me being sick? It's to hear about my grind, my cush office job where I leave by 4 and am home by 4:30. which leaves plenty of time to grind on you. I mean, grind on DSP. I mean, the grind. Just regular grind. As I alluded to earlier, this isn't just an elaborate hobby to learn how to video edit, maybe build an RGB paper plate, but with zero intention of starting a tech channel after I learned the tools of the trade. Card on screen for the RGB paper plate that I actually built. Nope, this is a grind. A grind so hard, instead of begging for money, I took my own money and ran an advertising campaign for Detractor channels like myself and Dubois Saint-Field on your content. Card on screen for the video where my friend, who is a director at a multinational food brand, showed me how to use Google Ads to purchase YouTube ads. And finally, I hear all of you now. Who is this Dubois Saint-Field? I have not heard of them. And that's why I have to grind so hard, Phil. Remember that trip to France I mentioned? I was personally setting up and funding French Detractor style propaganda. Card on screen, because this one's actually kind of real too. And that's my fucking problem. It's hard work. These fuckers make one episode for me in like September, then it's fucking holiday for the rest of the year. Phil, I mean, Jesus was born on Christmas, and that holiday is only one day long here in the States. So the detractors, they finally respond to my courrier d'ordinateur, how you say email? I have to say like that in French for legal and tax reasons. Only DSP would understand. So I get the second episode from them, and the lazy mofos make me use the new program, DaVinci Rat. They were saying something about like Italians and how they don't like them as editors or cruise boat captains. I don't know. I couldn't really understand what they were saying. But I'm listening to it while editing, and while my French is somewhere between rusty and non-existent, I knew they were talking about the food reacts you've been doing. But their commentary is that they can't believe in America that fast food companies are allowed to pay and sponsor a streamer to poison themselves live on stream. And I'm trying to explain to them, no, his audience pays him and this is their reward. He's not sponsored by the fast food. And they just don't understand. So now I have to grind even more to get this figured out. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I didn't really want to have to do this, but it's going to cost more money. So I have to. To set the French Detractor straight, I need to purchase a permanent home base in France that can be used to better coordinate attacks. I'm thinking like a small pied-à-terre, a small beach house on the Norman coast. I could use the majority of my 4 weeks vacation to personally oversee its operations. Using a local rental management company facilitated by my own French contacts to have it available for rent would help subsidize the mortgage, so I wouldn't be beholden to YouTube to completely finance it once all the large closing costs are covered. Who knows, even maybe share access to the flat with all my friends and family. It's almost like normal people have a lot of free time, and instead of playing video games a few nights a week, I grind and grind and grind on my videos because it could have bigger implications for my friends and family. All those video cards I linked aren't as clickbaity content as I made them out to sound. When Phil makes it seem like having mental illness precludes you from making content, good content, it fucking gets me. And this is where the begging for our French beach house begins. Even though I hit 2 goals while at work today with my employer, I still need your support to make this more than just a hobby to buy more computer parts for myself. Monetary support only, no more of this please like my stuff, maybe subscribe. Super chats are not tips. I'll let you decide where the satire ended. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Shit, my realtor's calling. Deuces. Yeah, no, all my car windows, they're fine. Yeah, no, the tip on the gated community really worked out for me. Thank you again.